Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome back. It's Charlie. It is Wednesday morning, September 15th, 2021. It's about 8:23 in the morning, and it is the day after the recall. I'd like to apologize. I don't know I'm still editing the video. Yesterday I was shot some video and I was trying to edit, and the piece that I was doing has taken about 12 plus hours, something like that. I couldn't understand what was going on. I actually had to stop it and then reload it and then re-edit, and it just wasn't working. And I kind of had an idea, but it wasn't until about maybe 3 o'clock in the morning, after it finished editing, that there was Microsoft was updating. I don't know all what was updated, but then this morning when I woke up and I'm in the process of trying to export the file so I can upload it to YouTube, it said that I ran out of disk space, so I had to delete so much stuff. I don't know how big Microsoft has updated, but I mean, clearly I do need some more RAM, but and that's just another thing I have to do the spend list when I get a job. So I don't know how good it did finish editing, and the quality was really bad. It just, there was some garble and you couldn't even really understand what it was. Anyway, it is about 59 degrees. It's much cooler this week. We are supposed to be in about the mid 70s to about just the high 70s today. I think in the valley in Sacramento it's going to be mid 80s, high 80s, and in some valley I believe it's going to be about 90, 91. But for now it's cooler. It's definitely kind of a welcome. Especially because all this helps control the fires that we have, and we have so many fires. So anyway, I think I see the bus coming, and I shall pick it up in a little bit. All right, so I saw in the paper a couple of things yesterday in the Pasadena Star News, or Pasadena Now, whichever it is, that the city approved to put barriers up and down Colorado. They said about 200. 200 is not very many. The whole parade route is what, about 3 miles, 4 miles? So up and down, which is kind of unheard of because we never had that. And this is, to me, I find this just to be stupid and just plain dumb. Barriers like this, whether it be the plastic ones, the water-filled ones, or the concrete. Because I was actually kind of thinking, well, if we're going to have the parade, what are they going to do about this? Because normally people from here to about the street, right about here, this is where people sit and stand to watch the parade. And then it went on to say these things are to protect the parade, the floats, and everything else. That is just absolutely stupid. It is stupid. It is just the most stupid and ridiculous thing. Oh, God. Will this never stop? This whole thing with the COVID is just, it's an endemic now. We pretty much already know that this is going to be a yearly thing. It's not a pandemic anymore. It's now an endemic, like the flu. Oh, and by the way, they really haven't been pushing to get your flu shot here. There's been a couple of places at the CVS where I go to, just a sign, a handwritten sign, get your flu shot. But they haven't pushed it. Like last year, Normally, they always say, get your flu shot and what have you, but no, nothing. This whole thing is just stupid. And then also, they had announced about a couple days ago that we were going to have the Chalk Festival, actually, October 15th and 16th, I believe. And then yesterday I saw that it was canceled. It's going to be postponed now to around the original time, which is about Father's Day, June 15th and 16th. I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure it's got to be with all this stupidness. Why is this light never work? So this whole mess is just getting worse and worse. Me, honestly, I want to get the hell out of here. Out of Pasadena, and I just want to get out of California. I really, really do. Gavin Newsom beat the recall. I pretty much kind of figured he would. I was hoping, though, otherwise that he wouldn't, but yeah. So we're stuck with Newsom for about another year. Larry Elder, what was the percentage? It was 64 to 36%. So, and the amount of money that was that Elder had to go against was about 7 times that of Gavin Newsom. So, I mean, he only kind of came in late in the game, so that was expected, but still pretty much hopeful. So I'm on my way to Salvation Army, trying to just get as much as I can for the weekend. This morning there's a rapping on her window, and it was one of her sons. I call him Snorty because when he's there, he just immediately went to the couch and just lay down. When he's there, all you hear is the sound of snot rockets. It's very, very annoying. It's all they do. And I'm thinking, with all this time that they've been here, off and on, more on than off, for 2 years now. Fuck, we're coming up on 2 years. I've had to deal with this shit for 2 years. Even in between checks, every once in a great while, I would go over to I would go to the Methodist Church, and then I'd go over here to Salvation Army if I needed to. But for the most part, I just sustained myself with, buying my food. I didn't really have to worry about it. In fact, I'd always feel guilty if I had a small check and I really couldn't extend myself. I'd go to the Methodist Church, So, with as many people as she has occupied and occupying in the house, not one single person, especially now that I've been frequently coming over here and over to the church, not once do these bums, literally, and I'm sorry to use that word, but these guys never come and get food. They'd rather be on their food stamps. And let me point out that the food stamps, that they get, I can't even imagine how much between all of them, given maybe 3 or 4 people at a time. I don't think she has EBT. I've never seen anything in the mail on when I click to see the informed mail. I've never seen her name. Actually, this morning when I checked, there were 2 pieces of mail that were coming in. One of them said, and that was another thing, I don't always get to see what comes in the mail. At least not at this location for this post office. Sometimes it'll say, you're getting this many pieces of mail, and they'll show the picture of what's coming in, and then they'll show in blue type there's so many other pieces of mail that that they just don't show. Usually it's because of the flyers, supermarket flyers and what have you, just junk mail. That I can understand. So, and I saw a piece of mail from EDD, the unemployment, so I'm sure she's back up and trying to do that. They've never come to get food. It's so much easier for them just to rob and steal from us, whatever it is. So that's pretty fucked up. And that's why when I say they're bums, because I don't know what it is, just laziness, or it's more for them to steal, or pride. I mean, I have pride, but I really try not to let it get in my way. If I have to get food, I'm going to go get food. But these guys, they'd rather use the food stamps or steal from us. That's pretty fucked up. I was thinking about that this morning when I heard him knocking on the window. God, it's terrible. Well, here's the Salvation Army. I'm going to go see what I can get. Okay. Oh, I don't miss the chaos and the attitudes, and I mean, I understand the crankiness and the attitudes of when people are in line to get either a meal or to get food. I'm all right. I'm just trying to stay ahead of the ball game. I'm trying to gain weight. When I went to the doctors and I got weighed, they ask, do you know how much you weigh? I'm like, I'd really want to see how much I weigh. I've lost 2 pounds, give or take a few ounces. I am 126.5 pounds. This is from a man that used to weigh 300 pounds. When I was homeless, my average weight, I would only check, either hop on the scale over here for a quarter, or if I had to go to the emergency room. I fluctuated between 138 and borderline 150. And that's because for a lot of people, and I've been asked, and I've heard comments, look at these homeless, how is it that they're so overweight, they're so fat and heavy? When your body knows, when you're a state of living like that, your body goes into what's known as starvation mode, and it tries to keep the calories. It just tries to keep you fat for those moments where you don't eat. You can live off your own fat. So, looking at some of the photos when I was homeless, actually if you go back into my homeless life in Pasadena, you could see my face, and it's so much more fuller. But yeah, I was heavier. Kind of enjoyed it. Now I just, being at this weight, it just concerns me. And it's also because of the hypercoagulative and being anemic. So, I don't like it. And more so, what I don't like is how much more tired I get, and my breathing. That really bothers me. It's very difficult and exhausting. Well, looks like they're sanitizing. Alright, I have to go to the eye doctors and go check and see what my status is. I gotta see about getting an eye examination so I can at least get some glasses. I can't afford the contracts right now, so I'm trying to see if I can do this was getting gas. I had to call. I have to call Target and see what's going on with the last paycheck. I'm supposed to do it. I'm supposed to check what I did. Alright folks, this is what I mean about the frustration with, providing free insurance for anybody and Tom, Dick, and Harry and any relatives. They no longer accept the Medi-Cal or the supplemental or whatever. So, and they're apologizing. I go, no, after been coming here for 13 years now, and all of a sudden now I have to go somewhere else that accepts the Medi-Cal. I want out of California. I got to get out of here, California. Oh man, if I come across at least 4 quarters or $1, I'm every chance now that I can. I know it's a pipe dream, but just if I can afford $1 here or there, just to play the lottery, because I want to get out of here, and I just want to go someplace where it's more conservative, something that's more sensible. This whole democracy bullshit is just bullshit. Oh yeah, and you know what? Now that Gavin Newsom is here in California for about another year, there's going to be more homeless people and more immigrants flocking over here just because of that. The quality of living here in California has really, really significantly dropped. I'm not sure exactly. I'd have to look, but I know the cost of living has really gone up at least easily 6 to 8%. The price of homes, though, I did notice 150% for the average home. It has gone up here in California. Are you kidding me? Who the heck? Why would you want to do that? It is not worth it. So you're going to pay at least 1.5 times more for a home, and then so much more for living out here. And the fuel cost, it's the average for unleaded gas is $4.59, $4.56, give or take. And that's not even to, I don't even think we're in the winter fuel type of situation. So it'll go up. It never goes down. It always goes up, whether it's fall or winter, because of the blends that they do. This is ridiculous. I've been here in Pasadena for 13 years now. Five or so of which I was homeless, and this is just messed up. Alright folks, I'm back at the insane asylum. Oh, literally. I'm sorry, it's just, I am so bummed and frustrated and bummed. I was waiting for the bus down there on Colorado. I'm thinking, I'm pretty sure that even when I was homeless, I was in a little bit happier state of mind when I thought life was really bad, and I thought that the quality of my health and my life and everything was bad. It's just so much worse now. And people that I see encounter around here just walking around like idiots, they're just, oh my God, it's just, I just don't really want to interact with anybody out here. I mean, common folks, that's what I just don't want to interact with common folks. I mean, I used to, and I love people. I love being around people. These people are just, at least here in California, I know Los Angeles County, Southern California here, from what I've experienced and what I've encountered, is just, everyone's just an idiot, you know. And I'm not saying I am the smartest person. It's just that I'm trying to just trying to hang in there, you know. I'm just hanging by a thread, by fingernails, by whatever. I don't know how I'm hanging on. I really, really don't. You know, this really just, this was the cherry, the cherry on the shit sundae with the eye doctor. 13 years I've been going to Linden Optometry, you know, and both my wife and I, you know, we used to always go here, you know, too. Yeah, I honestly, I have my Zoom interview today. I don't know if, I hope I honestly, I would rather have I struck a fortune so I don't have to work. I don't want to work here anymore in California because, you know, as I look at my old stub, it's like, God, it's so much. You lose so much in your paycheck, regardless of what you end up really having to make so much more money just to get so much less. All the taxes, you know, and you get taxed for this and taxed for that and paying fees for this and that. And for what, you know? So you can mask up and get locked down and be told that you cannot do this and you cannot do that, you know? I'd rather go to a better part of the country where it's a little bit more sensible and a little bit more reasonable, you know? This is unreasonable. This sense of reality, everybody's taking a blue pill. I'm sorry, folks. I don't mean to be a downer, but it's. If you're here in California, just chime in and give me your view of how things have been. If you've been here for a while or lifetime California, just chime in. Let me know what you think. This is not California. This is not the Golden State that I was born into. This is not where I've grown up. You know, every time I ever need to come back to California, you know, it's changed a little bit, but not like this. It's not even a circus. At least you could have fun in a circus. And it's so much more filthier here in California. Everywhere you go is masks all over the ground, and here in Pasadena it's just so much dirtier, and there's more alcohol empty containers all over, especially around the buses, you know. And I know it's the homeless, it goes hand in hand, but it's just so much more, you know. And I see that now. I just shake my head and I'm just like, wow, this is no good. This is just driving me crazy. I can no longer exist here. Really, I just don't want to be here anymore. There's literally nothing here for me. And my son and daughter here for my first marriage, I just rather go where I can at least make a decent amount of money. Even if I was making $9.50, when I was making $9.50, $10 in Wisconsin, you know, My first wife and I and my son and my newly born son, we could still afford. We could still afford rent. And even more so when both of us were working. $950 was that duplex that we had. 3-bedroom, 2-bath. The whole upstairs was the master bathroom, or the master suite. We had our separate shower and our separate little jacuzzi tub and everything. And 1,800 square feet with a finished basement. So 2371 Deer Path Way. God. It's California's a big boner. And not a happy boner either. All right, my beautiful friends. If you are in California, I hope you don't end up in a situation like this, especially being homeless, because this is no good. Hightail it out if you have to. It's just no good. All right, folks. You folks take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but always take care of yourselves first. Love one another, trust one another, be kind to each other, help one another. Don't take today for granted or any other day thereafter. Live for the moment, pull down your pants and slide on moments. If you like this frustrated video, I like what we're doing, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification button. Tell your friends and family about me, about us, and how frustrated and bummed I am. Hey, you've been seeing the development. Yeah, I know I was a lot happier even just a year ago. And I see this, I see my image, and I'm seeing how I'm speaking. This is not me. This is not me. As always, comments, good or bad, please post. And I shall talk to you tomorrow, I hope. God willing. And I'll be in a better state of mind, I hope, tomorrow. I gotta go deal with this crap. Hope I don't have to deal with it. Alright, folks. I love you all. Be safe. Stay smart. Be kind.